Don't worry about it. But on this rematch, you make Tyson Fury fight your fight. That's what Klitschko's mindset is going to be. There will be no hanging around, holding, boxing, or doing, if you even want to call what Tyson Fury was doing was boxing. But I believe he comes in there with the game plan of, you are going to do what I want you to do this time. We're not playing your hit and hold game like the first fight. Klitschko is going to knock out Tyson Fury in the rematch. I don't have any more confidence in Tyson Fury. He just seems like he's I thought he was the champion that we wanted. Very outspoken, seems energetic, but seriously, all these postponements, all these, he makes these videos, he talks a real good game, but he's not backing it up by actually fighting in the ring against this guy. Like, let's move this forward already. Either Tyson Fury is the new heavyweight kingpin, or give Klitschko his rematch so he could get his title back and we could get some order in the heavyweight division about who's the most superior champion. I don't want Hughie Fury to be successful if he's going to take the same path as his cousin. I'm sorry. I don't need two heavyweight champions that are in court more than they are in the ring. It was a great win for Tyson Fury. I take nothing away from him beating Klitschko in the first night. But, he told us after that fight, this was going to be the greatest moment of his life. And he started talking retirement and everything. Maybe he lost all drive.
He should have walked off, dropped the mic.
He might have lost his drive, Lee. He might wake up every morning still thinking about that announcement.
He's got a Riddick Bowe hangover.
Yeah.
The greatest one and done out there. And for those of you who are too young and don't know, Riddick Bowe is the greatest heavyweight to be completely unmotivated and never fight.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't know if there was a heavyweight that could beat him when the Holyfield first fight. Holyfield
there
Bowe
wasn't
won.
a heavyweight in history
awesome.
that could have beaten that Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, he was awesome.
The problem was he can't train, he can't motivate, and he didn't have.
He said he liked cakes, man. Could not stay away from
you know what? And I don't blame him. I like cake too.
We killed 2 cakes in this family last night. We were like the Crudes, man. It was like savage in my kitchen. You ever? I was like, what is wrong with you little kids? These little boys, I tell you. My son turned 1, Lee. He turned 1 this
Congratulations.
Yes. So that's why we had.
Does he have a left? Okay, on the show, if you have kids, you must teach your kids the left, jab, big right. That's all your kids need to know for school. Left, right.
They have the blow up Spider-Man punching bag right now in the living room.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding. There is no way your woman will ever allow them to fight ever.
No, I told you, dude, hey, listen, this is how you get it by, guys. You tell them it's for self-defense, damn it. You don't tell them it's because they're going to make
training again. Funny you bring that up, Andrew. I just started training again. Big shout out to my dojo. It's Teixeira Garcia. And I'm doing it because I want to get fit, Andrew. You know me, right? Yeah. That's why I train. I train because I like being fit.
Yeah, you don't tell them that they're going to make you $1 million and buy you mansions. It's for defense. It's to protect the family.
Tennis, bro. Tennis. Yeah. I'm telling you, tennis. That's the way to go.
I'm doing baseball. I'm doing soccer.
My daughter took gymnastics, and I went, no, there's no money in that for Daddy's retirement. It's just money out of Daddy's pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're making yourself way too hot for guys. That's kind of a problem for Daddy. Like, there's no upside to this because the only move after gymnastics is, I want to be on the cheer team.
Dude,
no, you don't.
I banned that one. Yeah.
Can you get on in the band or?
No, I banned that one.
I get that.
Yeah, there will be no cheerleading in this house.
Yeah, you have a daughter of the right age. You've got the same problem I do. Like,
it's terrible. Lee, it's terrible.
Be on the tennis team. Be a nerd, sweetie. Study. And of course she gets a 4.0. So what do you say to a child that gets a 4.0? You do whatever you want, I guess. Mine turned 12 in August. I don't even want to talk about it. I digress. Anthony Joshua set to defend his IBF title November 26. Anthony Joshua will defend his IBF World Heavyweight title in Manchester. Joshua landed the strap with a brutal second-round KO over former champion Charles Martin, who I didn't even know was champion.
And he's recovering from gunshot wounds right now.
Gunshot wounds. The O2 in London in April and defended it with his 7th round stoppage win over Dominic Breezel in June. He is a fighting champion. The 2012 Olympian put the belt on the line the second time, and this will be his second outing, and he'll do it in Manchester. Quote, when I first started my professional career, I traveled all around the country fighting, which I loved. This is taking me back to my grassroots. I can't wait to get back up north and show the people of Manchester how much I have improved since the last time I was there. I have been impressed, been inspired over the years. The summer by fighting in the Olympics, it has given me new perspective and a hunger to get back into the ring. It has taken a bit of time to officially announce the fight. We want to be a special show all the way up the card. It takes time to get these things just right. There you go.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this announcement is there's no opponent still. Anthony Joshua seems like the real deal, Lee. Every time he's in the ring, he's knocking people out. He looks like he's very skilled. He's an Olympian, so he has some skill behind him. Medal winner, too, I believe. Right? Anthony Joshua won the 2012 Olympics. Yeah. He's like the second coming to Lennox Lewis. That's really what I see in this kid when I watch him fight. We've been impressed with him for a while now. We've covered him maybe for 7 of his last fights in a row. I don't know what the holdup is on him. You know, they talk a big game. They're always throwing names out all over social media about guys that he wants to face, but we're not seeing it when he signs the opponents. So hopefully in this defense, he does bring somebody to the table that we can actually gauge where Anthony is right now in the career. But definitely like what I'm seeing as far as right now. Like Lee, I put him in the same category as my prospect of the future, like a Felix Verdejo. You know, they're above the grade right now. It's time to move forward. It's time to start getting the big fights. You know, if I was Anthony Joshua, seriously, he's so big out there already. Why even wait for a Deontay Wilder or anyone to get any better? Hey, take out a Deontay right now. You guys are both undefeated, have like 100% knockout ratios. Drop him right now. Hey, get it over with. Like, don't let it grow anymore. He's huge over there. If he came to the States, he would be big over here. I don't think it would take that many fights. The kid's got a big market behind him. He's in great shape. Yeah, it's another thing about heavyweight fighters. If you're a heavyweight and you can come to this sport with the dedication to actually look like a great heavyweight champ, dude, the market is huge for you. Everybody loves to see these big guys throw fast punches and knock people out, and that's what Anthony Joshua is. So we're looking forward to seeing who he's matched up with. Hope they step up the competition.
Absolutely. Next Showbox quadruple header is September 23rd. Heavyweight Trey.
It's really just the main event, Lee. Just call the main event.
Trey Morrison, 11-0 with 11 KOs, makes his highly anticipated TV debut when he faces Ed Blackmagic Lattimore.
The Duke
All right, Andrew,
returns.
Help me out with this. Why do I care?
That's the son of Tommy the Duke Morrison, man.
No, you're kidding me.
No, he's 11-0-11. You know he's going to be on NBC like in his next fight, Lee.
Outstanding. Is he signed to, is he a part of the, he's owned by DeBella. All right, there we go.
Nice.
The card is promoted by Holden Productions in association.
Oh, that means PBC, though, doesn't it? Isn't DeBella?
Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, you got Lou DeBella involved.
He's their face, I think, Lee.
Lou doesn't have an issue with the PBC.
No. He's their face. Like, he's the license that Al Heyman needs. Yeah, okay.
They got somebody to get behind. I mean, they'll stack him up for a while.
Yep.
Does he have a nickname?
Should be the Duke. I don't know.
The Duke Jr.?
No, it'll be. I wonder.
To call him the Duck?
It's always good when the juniors come up and try to be their dads. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, he'll be on NBC soon.
Outstanding. New rules are killing boxing in New York.
That sucks.
Today marks the beginning of a new era in boxing in the state of New York. Under new rules, promoters are now required to provide $50,000 in medical coverage. You would think that's a standard. Up to 500% plus an additional requirement for $1 million insurance bond for each fighter in the event of a traumatic brain injury. Thank fucking God. The move is expected to drive boxing out of the state, of course. New York promoter Lou DiBella and Joe DeGuardia are calling on the commission to eliminate additional $1 million. Come on, here's why they're being shitty about it. You only have to put up 10 or 20% of the bond, right? So that means they got to take an additional $100,000 or $200,000 to bond off. Since it's a brand new, for those of you, they don't have to put up $1 million in escrow. Right. They don't have to do that. You buy a percentage of a bond. It's usually 10, 20, 30. For a new bond like this, maybe 30 or 40%. That's a lot of actual cash you got to move. $300,000 or $400,000 for,
especially Lee. We're talking about
Lou is not a huge promoter, and Joe's not a huge promoter. Exactly. They're mid-size guys. I'm not saying that they don't have access to that kind of money. I just don't think that they want to tie up that kind of money.
They don't. Not with some of the cards that you're throwing in these inner cities. You know, it's not like you're putting on a fight that does $2 million at the gate. You know,
right.
A lot of these times.
And Bob Arum said that. It's already stated under the new rules. It's not affordable to fight in New York. Everybody's going to fight in Vegas. Yep. Which I'm okay with. Bring all the fights back to Vegas.
And I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if Las Vegas had something to do. You got to know that Las Vegas has been upset the way the PBC has taken almost all of their fights to the East Coast, Barclays Center to be exact. How does that change?
Well, it's the end of Barclays. I mean, PBC can't afford that.
Right? With those crowds that they put in, where are they going to get the money? I'm sure those private investors are not going to want to see Al Heyman start writing $1 million or 40% of $1 million checks to the Nevada State Athletic Commission when they're not bringing nothing back on the TV revenue yet. They're not.
Sure.
So Las Vegas, I know they weren't happy about this, and look at how it's changed. Look at how it's changed. Now all of a sudden New York can't even put up a fight. Come on now.
Pacquiao Vargas tickets alert. Tickets to the Manny Pacquiao, Jesse Vargas, who follows Fight Net Radio. World Championship event is to go on sale Thursday,
Vargas,
September
Lee.
8th.
I'm taking Vargas in this fight.
The fight is going to be at the Thomas and Mack on, did we have a date of the fight?
Of course, it's November 5th, isn't it? Whatever, yeah, because it was right next to, remember, they didn't want to do it.
It's 2 weeks before the Kovalev fight.
Ward, yes,
so you've got like back-to-back huge weekends in Vegas. Huge weekends. Tickets will start at $50. You can buy the nosebleed seats.
I like Vargas. I don't know why I like this kid against Pacquiao, but I do. I just think his right hand is the ticket, man. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he has enough skill at this level in Pacquiao's career to outbox him. I'm telling you, hey, Lee, do you tell me the odds that weekend? I don't know if you're going or not, but tell me the odds that weekend.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll go. I'll go to both of these weekends. I don't know if I'll actually go to the fights. Kovalev Ward, I feel a little more consistent that I'll probably be covering the fight.
Nice.
Pacquiao Vargas, I don't need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be. For those of you who don't understand the long-standing history between me and Magnum Media, let me explain. It's not very good, and they do most of the credentials.
And not only that, this fight, there's going to be a lot of locals there supporting Jesse Vargas. So I don't expect the casinos to get that much of a spike in the rates for their rooms because Pacquiao is going to... What's that?
No, I agree with you. What I was going to say was I expect Top Rank to probably manage all of this in-house. And to keep it all affordable, they'll keep it all in-house and cut corners.
Oh, in Magnum Media.
That's what they did with, what was it, Bradley Vargas. Everything was run in-house. They did all their own promotion. They did all their own credentials. They did it at the Thomas and Mack because it's not that expensive. They got a huge turnout. They got regular HBO. This isn't even going to be on HBO.
No, and it shouldn't be. Pacquiao is above HBO. I mean, seriously, Manny can sell his own ticket. He don't need anyone to tell him that there's a Pacquiao fight on Saturday. You don't. Everyone's already talked about this fight. This has lost no exposure because HBO declined it. None.
No. And it's a good fight. It's not a great fight. It's not a fantastic. It's a good fight.
Yes. especially for this is going to be strictly fan bought. I don't see a lot of the general public buying into this fight and going home and spending their hard-earned money. But I do see them calling up their diehard friends and going, "Hey, you getting that Pacquiao fight? I heard about it on the radio this weekend or something." You know what I mean? Like I see that happening. I think it does decent numbers, and we'll see if Manny can take his career any farther. But
I say this. If Top Rank is smart and there's one person with their wits about